Hello everybody, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel Kalanati. Today I am going to do my very last book haul of 2018. So these are going to be all the books that I acquired in November and December. I think I have gotten all the books I'm going to get in December. There are only 2 days left in the year, and while I am expecting more book packages, that will be in January. So these are various things I've acquired for myself and then a couple of things that I got for Christmas. In November, I only got 2 physical books. I was very disciplined that month. The first one is this giant art book called Daydreamer's Journey by Julie Dillon. I backed the Kickstarter for this, so I got a physical copy of it. I'm not sure if this is available for sale anywhere else. It's not on Goodreads. I don't think it's on Amazon. It doesn't have an ISBN number, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I've really enjoyed Julie Dillon's art and her particular style. It's very colorful, and that's something I like in artwork. And I have come to the point where I recognize her artwork. It appears on like a lot of magazine issues for like Uncanny Magazine or Lightspeed. So she's pretty well known in the science fiction and fantasy community. So I really wanted to try an art book. I'd never really looked at one before, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. And it is absolutely gorgeous inside. Like I said, her artwork is very colorful, and I just really love that. Almost all of her artwork also features people, and something I noticed when I was looking through this and reading the notes and stuff is that she has very diverse artwork. A lot of the people in her paintings and illustrations are people of color, and I really, really enjoy that. I think it just adds to her pieces. So really liked this. Hopefully more people can pick it up if they're interested, but I'm not sure how widely available it is. Then I got a used copy of Henry VI Part 1 by William Shakespeare. This is one of the plays from the 2 tetralogies, like the historical plays, and I'm just collecting them so I can eventually read them all in order. I don't know anything about this play, except it's probably about Henry VI. Moving on to December, I got another used copy of a Shakespeare play. This one is The Merry Wives of Windsor, and I don't know anything about this one either. This is an ex-library copy, and I tried to take some really huge labels off of it, but now it's sticky. And it's sticking to everything, and it's driving me crazy, so I'll need to fix that. For Christmas, I got 3 books. The first 2 are volumes 9 and 10 of Lumberjanes. Volume 9 is called Honor Roll, and volume 10 is Parents' Day. I've already read these and I liked them. I did just think that volume 9 was okay. I thought the storyline in it was kind of mediocre, but I really enjoyed Parents' Day because it's when the parents of the characters actually show up at the camp, and that was really cool. So if you've never heard of this comic before, it's about a group of young women, like young teenagers at a summer camp for hardcore lady types. It's basically a take on the Girl Scouts, but the summer camp is very strange. Odd things happen there. There are supernatural creatures in the forest. When you boil this series down to its essence, I think it is just about female friendships, and I love it. It is kind of middle grade, young adult. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's pretty fun and charming and vibrant, and the artwork and everything. And it's basically everything that I love. And the other thing I got for Christmas is the big book of Little Amigurumi by Anna Paula Rimoli. I assume that my brother and sister-in-law have been paying attention to how much I've been crocheting recently and thought this would be a good idea for me. And it is, because I have thought recently about trying to make some amigurumi. It's a good way to use up little scraps of yarn and stuff, so I'm very excited to try some of this out. It looks really cute. Then I ended my year with a big bang. I was in the Denver, Colorado area, which meant, of course, I had to go to the famous Tattered Cover bookstore. All the family that I was with had already been there at one point or another, either recently or decades before. So yeah, we had to go. And I think we went to the original location, the big one, the location with the big stained glass windows. It was really cool inside. And I basically just threw up my hands and said, screw my book spending budget cap, I'm just going to have fun and buy things. I did rein myself in a little bit, but not that much. So First up, I bought myself a copy of Lady Night by Tamora Pierce. Unfortunately, this is the book that got damaged. It had a creased corner and it came off sometime during the trip home. But weirdly enough, this is the one book by Tamora Pierce that I had read but never owned a copy of. And I'm pretty sure that's because I got the first 3 books in the Protector of the Small series for Christmas one year, and then I read Lady Night from the library when it came out, and I don't recall really loving the series or loving the way it ended, and I don't know why. I've never reread the book since then. I suspect that this last one in particular probably went into some more mature territory, which I wasn't ready for as a kid. I was pretty sensitive about that stuff when I was younger. So I decided to buy this copy. It's from the new redesigned set, and I will try to reread the series before I collect the other 3 that match this one. I want to know if there's a box set with these covers, because I would like to get that to match the other 2 Tortall series box sets that I've gotten. Let me know if that exists, because I haven't been able to find it online. But I grabbed this when I saw it at the tattered cover. I did pass up the other 3 because I thought that would be a bit too much at this point. So Tamora Pierce is one of only 2 authors that I let myself buy multiple editions of her work. The other one is Ursula Le Guin, so you're probably not surprised to know that I picked up at least one Le Guin book. I got The Beginning Place, which is an older novel by Le Guin that I've never heard that much about. It seems to be one of her relatively unknown ones, and I know I read it when I was a kid, but I have no memory of it, and reading the description on the back did not jog my memory at all. So I'll read a little bit of this. Fleeing from the monotony of his life, Hugh Rogers finds his way to the beginning place, a gateway to Tenebrae, an idyllic, unchanging world of eternal light. Irene Panis was 13 when she first found the beginning place. Now, 7 years later, she has grown to know and love the gentle inhabitants of Tenebrae, or Mountain Town, and she sees Hugh as a trespasser. But then a monstrous shadow threatens to destroy Mountain Town, and Hugh and Irene join forces to seek it out. Along the way, they begin to fall in love. Are they on their way to a new beginning or a fateful end? I don't know. It doesn't bring back any memories, though I know I read it at some point. So I grabbed a copy. This is one of the new re-released covers. It matches some of the other ones, and I thought, why not? So this one is going to go on my physical TBR shelf so that I will reread it sooner rather than later. Of course, I had to grab a copy of How Long Till Black Future Month by N.K. Jemisin. This is her recently released first short story collection, and I can't wait to read it. I've actually only read 2 of Jemisin's short stories, so most of this will be completely new to me, and it will tide me over until her next novel comes out, because at this point I've read all of her work except for this collection, so yeah, I need more N.K. Jemisin stat. Back at Worldcon in August, I found out that All Systems Red by Martha Wells is going to be released in a hardcover that matches the other 3 Murderbot novellas, and I thought to myself, if there's going to be a matching set, and I love these novellas so much, I'm going to have to collect the physical copies. So I've started doing that. I got Artificial Condition, which is the 2nd novella, and Exit Strategy, which is the 4th one. They did not have Rogue Protocol, which is the 3rd one, so I don't know why. And then the All Systems Red hardcover is coming out at the end of January. So I have 2 and 4, and I will hopefully get 1 and 3 for my birthday in February. This is my plan, at least. But I absolutely love Murderbot, and these novellas are just, they're perfect. I think I've given all of these 5 stars, or very close to 5 stars, and I'm going to definitely reread them multiple times. And the last book that I got at the tattered cover, and the last one for this book haul, is Uncharted Territory by Connie Willis. This is a little novella by her. I think it must be pretty old. 1994, not quite as old as I thought it was. I had never heard of this before until Kelsey from the Fancy Hat Lady Reads mentioned it, I think in a recommendations video, and I was like, 1, how have I never heard of that? I've read a bunch of Connie Willis, and 2, whatever she said about it made me very interested, so it went onto my to-buy wish list. And and I found a copy of it. So this has a massive label on the back, so I can't read most of the description, but we'll see here what it says at the beginning. Find, Dritty, and Carson are two explorers sent to Boot to survey the ridges and scrub-covered hills of the planet. So, okay, science fiction. Back home, their adventures are followed by countless breathless fans, but the reality is far less romantic as they deal with dust, nitpicking regulations, and uncooperative aliens. At this point, the label covers everything up, so it sounds like this is Western-inspired science fiction. And actually, I'm really intrigued by that. So I'm going to start this one very, very soon. I hope to finish it before the year ends, so I will let you know what I think of it. So those are the last books that I acquired in 2018. Do let me know if you have read any of these, what you thought about them. And I will be doing another book haul very soon. I did my big post-Christmas book shopping, which I do every year. So I did my big book depository order, and I bought the remaining things from my Christmas wish list that I didn't get as gifts. So I will be getting quite a few packages in January, or whenever some of those things show up, because book depository shipping times are variable, to say the least. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will probably have another video or two out before the year closes, but Happy New Year. I hope 2019 is great for you, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye. But wait, there's more! When I sat down to film another video later in the day, I realized I forgot a book, and that is my Christmas present to myself. It is this gigantic and heavy illustrated Books of Earthsea omnibus from Saga Press. This contains black and white and color illustrations by Charles Vess, and it is wonderful. It's humongous, extremely heavy, and really beautiful inside. So I'll just show you the inside. The end papers are really pretty. So yeah, I bought this on a whim for myself because it was very deeply discounted on Amazon prior to Christmas, and I said, why not? So I love this. I think there is one short story in here that I haven't read before, but I've read all the novels and the Daughter of Odrin short stories, so I'm pretty much caught up on Earthsea.